from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I'm just kidding. I'm not in Saudi Arabia. Man, CM Punk really loves that guy that yelled at him the other day. That guy just touched Punk. He got sweat all over his hands. He's like, oh. Oh, Punk talking to the two sexy girls. Look at this. Uh-oh, Punk already making plans with a couple of women. Unbelievable. You see that, AJ? Punk traffics women. Unbelievable. The amount of time he spends with women, unbelievable, as Punk walks around the arena right now. And some fan dropped the belt, so Punk dropped down to help him out. It's the oldest trick in the book to drop a belt. It was the Stone Cold Steve Austin title, too. The Smoking Skull. No cash in from Seth Rollins. I think Randy Orton and Cody had an all right match. All right. And then I thought Rhea and Raquel actually had a pretty good match in the second one. And Sami Zayn's was okay. And this was probably one of the best of the night. Really good. And, of course, the end was kind of a screw job, which, we thought might happen. But it is what it is. The Royal Rumble's coming to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I did not know that was... I thought they were going to have like the Super Royal Rumble or the whatever fake Royal Rumble. I didn't know they were actually doing the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. I had no idea. But the real Royal Rumble is happening in Saudi. That's wild, to be honest. Pretty crazy. Jackie Redmond looking like a lickable snack. Of course, she's not allowed to, show off her real assets today. But so Bullfrog's probably losing it. She's dressed like a sailor man. But that's okay. Because we are in Saudi Arabia, man. Hit that like button, guys. The biggest thing you can do right now. We got 29 likes right now. That's pathetic. It's my fucking birthday. Hit the like button for no other reason than in 27 years ago on June 28th, 1998. I was in my house with a bunch of people. And on my birthday, at my birthday party 27 years ago today, Mick Foley went off the top of the Hell in a Cell. And he went through a table. And it was unforgettable. It was unbelievable. But now, 27 years later, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, not quite the same thing happened, but it was fun. It was fun anyway. So click the like button and jam the thumb directly up my ass. Because John Cena retained the WWE Championship. And you all deserve to click the like button. Click the like button like it's Jackie Redmond's insides, okay? One of the things that I was worried about is, there was a title change on SmackDown the other night. And I was kind of worried, like this show could be very, very predictable. And because of that, it's almost like the other night when there was a title change on SmackDown, I thought to myself, that might be the most shifting thing that really happens. I mean, because I had Cody Rhodes beating Randy Orton. In fact, I think I don't know about my predictions. I think they might have been dead on, but we'll take a look at them. But I think my predictions were exactly right, which I think everybody could have really predicted this pretty easily. So, for those reasons, it was like, for a show that was that I believe was easily predicted, I was fairly entertained, I guess, because it was the middle of the day. They're in Saudi Arabia. It's different. Fans are a little extra. But, obviously I could have been doing other things maybe today. But, I don't know. Yeah, we're not going to say that I'm 41. We're going to say I'm 36. That's right. I agree with you in the chat. I am going to be we're going to call me 36 forever. We're never going to say I'm 41 or 40 or anything like that. We're going to say I am 36 forever. I like that age. I like that idea. 36 forever. Look at CENA, baby. Like, this guy had some hair work done or something. It's got to be some kind of sin to cover up Jade Cargill the way Jade Cargill is covered up. You know what I'm saying? You got that type of body, and we're covering this thing up. I mean, friggin' ridiculous, Absolutely ridiculous. Covering her body up like that. Tonight is Monetize This, so we will be back live again with you tonight for Monetize This. Rhea Ripley's out there. We're going to talk about some of the post-show stuff if we got it. Karrion Kross has small legs. I didn't realize that. Did you guys know that? He's got tiny little legs. Karrion Kross? Might be the way his knee pads are, but his legs look small compared to the rest. He needs to get some bigger legs. He's got little short legs, Karrion Kross. Sami Zayn, pretty good. It didn't play as well in Saudi because people just love Sami Zayn, so it's like, there was nothing, Karrion Kross, they did their best. The Jade Cargill match with Asuka wasn't very good. Jacob Fatu and Sikoa was forgettable to me. But I also wasn't paying 100% attention, and I really couldn't believe Sikoa won, to be honest. I couldn't. I mean, I guess it makes sense in many ways, and Sikoa needed it, I suppose. So I got that prediction wrong. We were talking about what predictions I got right and wrong, and I thought it was a perfect shot, but that was the match that shocked me. We talked about title changes and things that didn't happen. I was worried because SmackDown had a title change. What would this show have? Yeah, we'd decide the King of the Ring, but what else were we going to see, really? And that was one of those things that was a little bit like, okay, all right, they took a belt off somebody because I did not expect Jacob Fatu to lose it, but Sikoa really needed something because he feels like a little pissant, and Jacob Fatu is like already over with everybody and stuff. So this will just help him get more over, maybe, and also help Sikoa feel like a real threat again. And so when you think about that, it really does make a lot of sense. And I think it was the right decision. I know a lot of people are like mad. They're tweeting about it after. They're like, oh my God, what are they doing to him? But I just think that, I think it does make sense. Because otherwise, Jacob Fatu remains pretty stable as a champion the way he is. But then Sikoa just sinks because he's not believable and he can't win. And there's so many things you could say about that. So I think it was important. I think it was the right thing to do, surprisingly. Obviously. The Jade match wasn't great, but I think she is a performer. She's looking better than usual, says Andre Young. Yeah, I know. I love Jade. So, I know she's not like the best right now in the ring. And she's, Jade Cargill is going to get better. I mean, maybe she's not gonna get too much better because she's been doing this now for about 5 or 6 years. So we're looking at Jade Cargill on year number 6, and they just need to keep it simple with her. As long as they keep keeping it simple with Jade Cargill, things will be fine. Things will be good. And yes, Mike, I will get you the donation link. If you guys want to donate to the stream, you can support the channel there. You can support me there. Whatever you want to say, go ahead. We might go to Discord in a little bit, and we're going to hang out here, do a little bit of this, talk about the Night of Champions and some other things that are going on. John Cena kind of like faked like he was maybe turning face a couple of times, played it up. I thought he was going to begin his turn tonight. So with the fact that he kind of like faked like he was beginning his turn, that's interesting. So at first I was like, well, I was very right about this. And then it really wasn't. It was kind of like a fake turn back to face. So in the end, he went back to his sort of heel behaviors. So that was kind of surprising a little bit. So we'll see what happens going forward. I think if I said in my predictions, I think I said that we may start to see his transition in Saudi Arabia, but it may happen just after that when he faces perhaps maybe Logan Paul or somebody. I don't know. So now I really am not 100% sure, but could have been on the right track. I don't know. But he might go all the way to SummerSlam as this way. And then after he loses the belt to Cody at SummerSlam, then maybe John Cena shows up for his last match against maybe somebody like, I don't know, Logan Paul maybe, or somebody else I don't know about in Boston. We'll see. Orton versus Cody was anticlimactic. Yeah, it was pretty good, but we have 59 likes, everybody. We only have 59 likes. Please click the like button. Like, we've got to get 100 likes. This is crazy. Like, it's just for the birthday, that's all you got to do is click the like button, 59 likes is, that's pathetic. We get fucking 70 likes when we have 100 people, so we got to get more than this. It's got to happen. Seth Rollins came out dressed like a flamer, of course. That makes sense. I thought Orton and Cody was pretty good. It was mostly carried by the crowd. The crowd's excitements really carried the whole thing. I thought the ending was kind of weird. It didn't go the way I thought. Like the quick, Orton into the metal ring, exposed turnbuckle, and then just Cody hitting his finisher on him. I did not see that coming. I thought it wasn't going to end there. I thought it was, just a transitional spot. I thought they were going to continue. And in the end, Cody wins, maybe clean because Randy's back. But instead, it was, because they really sold this back injury for Randy Orton, which I was kind of shocked by that as well. Because, unfortunately, they telegraphed it so much. Like, the announcers were so obvious with it that it was like, oh, man, I wish they didn't really mention it too much.
Jade Cargill is just a bodybuilder. Her wrestling fucking sucks.
Wow.
Shit bum.
Say that about a lot of wrestlers.
They need to cover Cargill back to NXT. She is not ready.
Well, listen, I don't think she's ever going to be ready. I think it's her style, though, that they need to really adjust. I don't think they're going to teach much more to her. Daleks247, thank you, brother. I really do think that it's I just think that they're going to have trouble with her no matter how much you train. You could train her a little bit more, but I just think that they need to simplify her moveset, and she'll be maybe as good as she can be. But she doesn't match up as well with the kind of erratic people out there. She does better in the traditional style, something that's very simple, those type of things. So, of course, John Cena retains the title. John Cena retains the title. It was a pretty good match, a lot of interference. We almost had a cash-in, multiple cash-in teases from both the men and the women tonight.
Shit bum.
For the donation.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Oh.
XOXO, I enjoyed the show. Cody should now talk in a fake British accent like King Booker used to.
Yeah, that would be funny. I'm Cody. I'm the king of Saudi Arabia. I thought Cody could have came out as the Saudi Arabian nightmare. Shardy Janetti, thank you for donating $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Yeah, if you want to donate, I think I pinned it. I pinned the donation link to the top of the chat. At least I just did. I think I just did now. Is it pinned? My bad if it's not. I think it's pinned. Yeah, it's pinned up there at the top if you want to use Streamlabs to donate.
Duncachino? Don't mind if I do. What's my name? Duncachino.
Deluxe.
Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my
Chocolate blend.
Cargill's current work rate is 1987 for Horseman Lex Luger.
Yes.
She needs reps. Asuka and Naomi have covered for her well.
Yeah, they've done a pretty good job. You're dead on right. Yeah, she's Luger, and I just think that I give her Hulk Hogan's moveset. You know, that's what I think. I just say give her. I've been saying this for, if you've watched my channel for the last 5 years, that's what I've been saying about Jade Cargill for 5 years. Just give her Hulk Hogan's like moveset. Give her this simple moveset that she, you can't really screw this up. And that's it. She make her like Hollywood Hogan. Deluxe 247. Thank you for the $10. That is that is the top donation of the stream. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on top here. What did you guys think out of 10 in the chat? If you guys can write it in the chat, out of 10, what would you give tonight's show in Saudi Arabia? Out of 10. It was pretty predictable, but I said, I didn't see the Sokoa thing coming. So Daleks was the top dono, put him up top. I did not see I should have seen that coming because he really needed it, but it just felt weird for Jacob Fatu to be losing it so quickly. But I guess I wasn't thinking about the real, like what really needs to happen. What really needs to happen besides, CM Punk, maybe getting some teeth whitening going on. What really needs to happen. Also, you can support the show by using Cash App or Venmo. I will shout those out if you want as well. Also, visit patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show to get all the bonus content plus hundreds of episodes of The Corrupted Podcast and tons of other podcasts that I do that are not on YouTube whatsoever. They're only on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Thank you guys for supporting me on Venmo, Cash App, PayPal.me, whatever you want to do it. However you do it, I appreciate it. Thank you for all the birthday love. That's also very nice, you guys. It's raining, and, it's raining, I'm poor, I'm sad, and in the middle of the day, we had to watch a WWE pay-per-view. So what am I going to do with myself? No, I really appreciate it, though. And tonight is Monetize This, so I'm going to be live again tonight for Monetize This. So make sure you guys come back tonight and hang out with us, especially if you're drinking or doing drugs. That would be really fun. But let's get to it. I see all the chats. Louis Ordonetta gives this 6.5 out of 10. Jennifer Muppet Baby with a 5.5 out of 10. Jennifer Muppet Baby says Randy should have won. I did not have Randy winning. I had Cody winning. I think Cody makes more sense. He lost the belt, and so Cody really needs to, do something. So give him the crown, give him the kingdom. I think the people were a little bit more on the side of Randy Orton because he's more of a legacy wrestler for them. They have more nostalgia with Randy Orton than Cody. I think they love Cody too, but I think they were definitely obviously fully on the side of Randy. But so if he won, it would have been a huge pop. But, I get it. Cody would have been they're really trying to just protect Cody with this. This is sort of his consultation for not being a champion right now. And I think coming up by the end of the year, it looks to me like maybe Cody will be champion again. Potentially, if he wrestles John Cena at that SummerSlam, plus it's a reason to get to that match with John Cena. So it looks like Cody Rhodes and John Cena at SummerSlam. If that happens, Cody Rhodes could take the belt from John Cena. Maybe Seth Rollins gets involved in that. I thought maybe Logan Paul would do something, but now I'm starting to wonder if, Seth Rollins will cash in and then there'll be a rematch in Boston potentially. I don't know. There's a lot of different roads that they could travel with this, and I'm not sure which one they're going to.
Shit bum.
Axel Bonilla.
Jade Cargill is just a bodybuilder. Her wrestling fucking sucks.
There it is. She does not like Jade Cargill. Good Lord. But, I get it. She's she'd be on my roster though. She just looks too good. It's too powerful. I'm like, yeah, I want that out there in some way. But it's too bad she had to wear a full bodysuit today, because what a waste of that. You want to see all the naked men, but not the naked women. I mean, I don't know, man. Saudi, I'm wondering about you guys. Is there a reason why you throw people off buildings for, being with guys, right?
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
DJ Gay is donating. Well, that is the racist DJ Gaze, of course, donating that. We all know he was raised on a farm where, we know what his family's about. Thank you to Rose.
You raised a piece of shit.
I got the Cash App.
Me and DJ Glaze found a gay retard that swallows both our jizz loads because he thinks it'll cure his Down syndrome. Either way, I fuck DJ's ass with avocados on his forehead and a banana peel in his anus. I come in his ears and Joe Bishop cleans them.
What? What the hell is going on right now? By the way,
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Yes. 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 I want to take Jennifer Muppet Baby to Plowtown and satisfy all her sexual desires.
Jesus.
My face and tongue are hers to do as she please.
What? Good Lord. Big Jones with the $3. This could have happened in Saudi tonight.
Look out! A bar!
What if that happened tonight? What if that had happened in Saudi tonight? That could have happened.
Look out! A bar!
Oh my God! That one was good last night. I like that one.
Look out! A bomb!
Dude, what the hell is with AI?
Look out! A bomb!
Oh my God!
Look out! A bomb!
What did he say? A bomb? What is he talking about? Oh my God! The referee was launched out of the ring! There's people in pieces! That would be unbelievable. That would be not believable, to be honest. It would be really terrible. It'd be like that time a dog sniffed you in the hospital like this.
Help me, Satan. Help me, Satan.
Anyway, we're back. We're back to reality. Thank you, Big Jones, for the $3. Much appreciated, brother. The amount of Samoan that keep aligning themselves with Solo seems infinite. Yeah, he may never run out of Samoan soldiers. That's what he should start calling his... Sokoa should just start calling them the Samoan soldiers. Hey, thanks, Marky, for subbing to the channel. Marky B. It didn't alert me, but I see you subbing, man. Thank you, brother. We're over 76,000 strong, and we're growing even more. We're going to have some clips coming up in a few minutes from some of the press stuff that we're getting. If they're interesting and good, we'll see if they are. They may be, they may not be. I don't know. Some of the clips look okay. Nothing interesting so far, but we'll get more, probably more interesting news. 76,575 subscribers and counting. Out of 10 in the chat, go ahead and let us know what your rating is tonight for WWE Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. Of course, it's the middle of the day, so we have the night left. Spectral Citizen says Vince would have done that bomb thing. Yeah, he might have. He told the prince, it'll be great. It'll scare the hell out of the American audience. They won't see it coming. Oh, Vince would love it. So, of course, John Cena retains the WWE Championship because Seth Rollins' interference, he was never able to cash in the Money in the Bank because the referee was knocked out. But coincidentally, once a pin happened, a referee just jumped in the ring from out of nowhere. And Cena seemed like he was turning over a new leaf. He was becoming a face again. And he turned on CM Punk. He played a little possum on Punk tonight. And Rollins kind of messed up the whole thing, waffled CM Punk in the head with the briefcase, and allowed John Cena to steal a win in the very loud crowd that was Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The announcers never said a name for the new guy, just brother of Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. Well, good. I mean, I'm okay with that because if they haven't picked one yet, plus, you know, that way it's like they don't really know who he is either. I like that. Unlike in AEW, every time someone shows up, they're like, that's Smith Johnson. Don't you know who it is? No, nobody knows who it is. You know what I mean? You know, we won't call him anybody because nobody knows. Nobody knows a damn thing until it happens. You see, what's going to happen is Shane, you're going to go out there and you're going to pull your pants down. You're going to tell Saudi Arabia, suck Shane McMahon. And you're going to look at them and you're just going to tease them. And you're going to taunt them. Look into the eyes of a woman in the front row. I don't know. All right, Vince. Calm down, Vince. Pin says Hulk Hogan is God. I mean, that's what I believed when I was a kid. I thought Hogan was God. I was like, this is the shit. I don't think I was ever as hyped for anything or anyone other than WrestleMania 8 when Hulk Hogan faced Sid Justice. And Hulk Hogan came down to the ring and Sid Justice was threatening to end his career. And that this could be Hulk Hogan's last match ever because he could get really hurt in there with Sid. And Hulk Hogan came out and he was talking some trash and the music was playing and the people were losing their minds. And then he pointed at Sid and then Sid lost his mind. And then Sid attacked him and then Hogan got in the ring and they started fighting and they kept playing Hulk Hogan's music. And Hogan started punching Sid and they're punching each other. And it's Hogan takes him out of the ring and the crowd's going nuts and the announcers are going nuts. Man, it's fire. They just let Hulk Hogan's music keep playing while he's celebrating and beating up Sid before the match even started. Yeah. WrestleMania 8. Fire. The whole WrestleMania is damn good. Well, what you gonna do, dude? But yeah, that was good. Now Hulk Hogan's drinking beer and dropping N-bombs. What's up, Almighty? How you doing? Overall, I would give this show probably because the crowd was fun. The crowd was pretty fun, and there was some hype here. I almost think the hype gets it up to a 6 out of 10 for me. So I'd probably give Night of Champions a 6 out of 10. Fairly predictable, but still not sure exactly how it was going to go down. And you got CM Punk versus Cena. I mean, Orton and Cody the two matches were really fun. If the crowd had not been so good, those matches would have been like, okay, whatever. You know, it's pretty cool they're getting in the ring, but whatever. But because the atmosphere was so good, it really, I think, takes this from a 5 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10 at least. So I'm going to give it the 6 because it was nice. I don't think it's something I'd probably ever will watch again for the most part. Yeah, I really don't think I would. But, you know, what was Jade Cargill's speech about, by the way? What did she say?
For the people out there.
Man, Saudi Arabia does not like, well, you know what kind of people Saudi doesn't like. They seemingly just don't like them. And you know what I'm saying.
Down themselves. Praise yourself because you are fighting through the booze. Don't let them tell you who you are. You show them. And the grind don't stop. A storm is coming for SummerSlam.
Well, it remains to be seen who will be the WWE Women's Champion at SummerSlam.
There you go. I really think she was not... See, I think if this had been in the U.S., I think she would have been cheered a little bit more, right? But because they were in Saudi Arabia and because Asuka is known more and because Jade is black, the Saudis, they just don't like you. They're not, you're going to have to be super over. They're always booing the... They're always booing the blacks. Booing the blacks. It's Bored and Irish.
Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Oh yeah.
Pretty fun show overall. Jade and Karrion Kross are literally the worst. There's no hope for either of them. It was a good crowd. Shout out to the chat. Peace out, homie.
Hey, man. Thank you, brother. My New England brother. Bored and Irish. Thank you for the $9, dude. That's really nice of you, especially after the other night you were dropping a lot of donations. Rose, thank you for cash apping me. I got the message, brother. Thank you for saying that. That's very nice of you. Dropping the 2, baby. That's a coffee. That is a coffee. That's a birthday coffee for me. Thank you, brother. And yes, brother, I will be live tonight. Monetize this Eastern time. I'll be live tonight probably around 9 o'clock Eastern time right here on this channel, so be with us. I'm going to do a birthday party bash, and I'm going to eat shit live on my birthday stream tonight for Monetize This. It's Monetize This on my birthday, and for my birthday, I'm going to eat shit live on the air. So I hope you're here with me tonight, probably around 9 o'clock to 9:30. But what did you think of Night of Champions? Leave it in the chat. Give me your out of 10 in the chat, and I will drop in Discord in a few seconds here and see what everybody else is saying about this show tonight. Appreciate you guys stopping in. We've had over 7,000 people stop by on this stream since we started. That's the way to go. That's the way to start it on a Saturday. 27 years ago on my birthday, people were in my house partying, and we watched Mankind go off to hell in a cell. And King of the Ring 1998, I was 14 years old. King of the Ring 1998. Mankind went flying off the hell of the cell. It was a hot summer night on June 28th, 1998. And I'll tell you what, I received a tongue on my birthday from a big-breasted neighbor. I'll tell you that. What up, Joe Bishop? How you doing? Night of Champions. Not a fan. A lot of people not liking it. Spectral Citizen gave it a 7 out of 10. Most Blaze, another patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Most Blaze gave it a 7 out of 10. Louis Urdaneta gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Not bad. Not a lot of other people rating it, giving the ratings in the chat, but maybe we'll put a poll up. I think people like the polls. If you guys want to donate to the stream, Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat. It will definitely help out. I appreciate it so much. We definitely need your help. I only need a couple thousand, that's all. But that's okay. Every little bit helps. Thank you guys for trying to help out, trying to keep me on the air and trying to save everything. Appreciate it. We're not looking too good right now, but
If you smell what demonic
let's go to the donations really quickly, and I'm going to put a poll up right now.
babies, adrenochrome, brandy and Cody, your mix baby will do. So give me the both of you. The Rock wants your soul. Then The Rock wants your roll. The Rock.
Alabama! rock. He wants your soul.
Happy B-Day, Joe.
Yes.
Hope all is well. Show was pretty good, maybe a 7 out of 10. I just hate how Punk had to fly out and lose. I'd like to see him with the belt one last run.
Well, I mean, you're watching John Cena's actual one last run, you know? I think CM Punk probably could, he's going to be wrestling another 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 years. I'd probably say 3 years, but we'll see. So, CM Punk's time will come, I think, with with what you want. I think you'll get that. But right now, they're the old horse is Cena. They're going to run him ragged first. And once he gets out of here, now you're down to, Randy Orton, CM Punk. Those are the only two left, right? I think, of the OGs. And then, Cody kind of continues to take over as the guy for another 5 to 10 years. According to Cody, probably only another 5 years. But then you got Roman Reigns, but he's already out the door. So really, Roman Reigns becomes the new John Cena. Like that or not. Like that or not. Agree with that or not. Roman Reigns essentially becomes like the new Cena. Or the new Rock.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Oh, shit.
Scissor me!
Leonard Kitty Kisser.
Joey, happy birthday to you. Birthdays are pleasurable. I find joy in them. Cake, snacks, and sweet drinks. Clowns and ponies are a really treat for all the kiddies. If you have a party, I can stop by. I'll bring lolly.
Well, Leonard Kitty Kisser, I wish I knew where you were. And I wish you could stop by, Leonard, because I would really love it if you could come to my birthday party. Or we could even have a birthday party, Leonard. That would be amazing. Last year for my birthday, we went away to the casino, and I didn't have a lot of money. I had $150, and Leah had $150, and we both went to the casino with $150, and that was my birthday. I had a blast. I really did. It actually was really fun. It was really cool. I keep talking about it because I don't go away on vacations anymore.
New subscriber.
You fucking mark!
DJ Arif London, thank you for subbing to the channel. What up, DJ? The last time I was away on a real vacation was Bermuda, 2004. I went to Bermuda for about a week and a half, 2004. And so going to the casino was kind of like the first vacation I've really had with my wife where we stayed somewhere. That sounds crazy. I mean, I've been with her 18 years, but I guess I should have gone on more, should do more things. But yeah, that's crazy. But you know what, Leonard, come over to my house for my birthday and gobble me, would you? Because it's raining out. It's dark. It's raining. I have no money, and I think I'm dying. But Leonard Kitty Kisser, come over, bring candles, bring sparkles, and let's celebrate. I'll celebrate inside you. Thank you very much. Tonight, monetize this 9 p.m. right here, Joe Cronin Show. I hope you show up, Leonard Kitty Kisser. We'll do everything on the air together that you've ever wanted to do. We got the poll up right now. People are voting on the poll as we speak. John Cena retains the WWE Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, whatever it's called. I don't remember. And Seth Rollins kind of with the assist. We got a poll up. What did you think of Night of Champions? What did you guys think of John Cena's kind of psych out that he was, I'm turning face. I'm turning face. No, I'm not. I like that. I like that they got me because I was already like, yeah, he's going to turn back probably tonight. Start turning tonight fully. They got me. They did they went to the well again. I thought Cena was turning face again. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, you don't. I'll tell you what, John Cena really has that, I just murdered a child look on his face. Down. He's got that down. He's got that down big time. It looks good. There was a part of me that was like, there was The Rock. Maybe The Rock will come out. and he'll be mad at Cena. He'll be like, you do what I say? And he go, people just, it's so weird that we all, why do we want The Rock so bad? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really want The Rock. I've noticed this. You can say what you want. You don't like The Rock. You don't want The Rock involved. You think The Rock's an idiot, whatever it is. Well, let me tell you this. That's all people keep talking about is the goddamn Rock. Because he didn't finish. Like, that's how important he is and was. 48% say the show was good. 25% say it was awesome. I don't know. We're kind of varying there. But basically about 70-something% like the show. So the show is definitely getting a thumbs up, it looks like. Overall. Makes sense. So there you go. Show's looking like it's getting a thumbs up. We almost saw a couple of Money in the Bank cash-ins today. Andre Young says, because The Rock has made the show entertaining every time he's there. Exactly right. He really now has become the embodiment of this evil character. I don't know if the WWE doesn't realize it. I'm not sure if they do or they don't, or The Rock doesn't realize it. I'm not sure who's missing it. Who's missing the memo, or who's missing the message. Is it The Rock that doesn't understand how important he really is? Is it the WWE that doesn't understand how important, how much of a villain character The Rock is, and how valuable that really had become? And now it's been nothing from The Rock whatsoever. And it feels wrong. It feels like something's, like somebody is upset at somebody else, or like they just didn't get it, or someone's making a mistake. And I want to say it's maybe The Rock, because he's the one that says he pulled himself out of it. And I think he thinks that's because he was doing the right thing. But it just feels wrong that The Rock is not involved in some way. I mean, they could even have The Rock, saying like evil villain character type of stuff on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't even have to be showing up. He can just make videos where he's like, John, you're doing great, John. The Rock's love what you've done. You made me a lot of money, John. Blah, blah, blah. That sort of thing. Like, he could be doing anything. But he's not. Because that's what makes you think that there's some kind of animosity between the owners, The Rock, Triple H, and somebody else. And finally, The Rock said, you know what? Rock's not going to get involved. You guys do it. Forget it. I don't want to mess it up, blah, blah. And maybe that comes after The Rock had been pitching all these ideas and these things to them, and then they didn't do them. May I have a hug? Wait, what kind of hug was that? I'm just kidding. Oh, my birthday hugs. I love you. My birthday hugs. Give me a kiss. Miss John Cena.
John Cena.
He wrestled CM Punk in Saudi Arabia. That's why I was in the middle of the day. It's over.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
All right, love you, B. Love you. The daughter is home. The daughter is home. This summer, the daughter is home. Yes, that's Stephanie. We're going to do a storyline. And The Rock should not have stepped in if he planned to step out exactly right. I mean, we've said it a million times. Like, if you're not and I don't know what to tell you, but they screwed up. He was wrong. They were wrong. Somebody was wrong for sure. So somebody was wrong. And The Rock says it was him. So I heard he had surgery because of the juice. You're right. I'm sorry. That is great that you brought that up. I totally forgot about that. I am so sorry. The Rock did have something with his health recently. I totally forgot about this. I'm so glad you brought this up. You saved me from going on another rant. I totally forgot. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson publicly discussed his recent health challenges. A gut health issue and a heart-related scare. He worked with Dr. Mark Hyman to address a leaky gut condition, which, I mean, a lot of people have that, stemming from a lack of gut bacteria. This condition developed before a busy period that included a WWE appearance, movie, motions, and filming biopic. He also recently revealed a heart-related scare where doctors initially suspected a blockage, but later determined it was an anatomical issue. So this all happened around WrestleMania time. So I forgot about this news coming out this came out not that long ago. I think it came out a couple weeks ago or something. Yeah, it came out early June, all this info. So The Rock was saying these things, and the WWE were saying these things, and we have not seen The Rock. But you're right, for the last 5 months or so, The Rock has been under a sort of an evaluation, and then tests, and then things have been going on. So that is a great point. I did not factor that in whatsoever. That on top of all this indecision and maybe some mistakes being made, that he was also, very happy to kind of sit it out and sit on the sidelines because he was trying to make sure everything was okay with his health. It's a great point. I totally forgot. Fuck me, dude. That's a great point. That really does play a factor into it, I believe. Because a perfectly healthy Rock maybe doesn't let this happen. But somebody who's like, okay, I don't think this is the full-on right thing to do, and also something might be wrong. I've got all these doctor things. Let's just take it easy. That's a great point. Totally forgot. Unbelievable. So glad you brought that up because that does factor in a lot. I totally forgot this. I only brought this up once a couple of weeks ago on the show. I talked about this with his heart and some other things. But you got to remember is for about 35 days, they thought something could be wrong with the heart, and they were studying things and checking, and then tests all came back the way that you want them to. But we all just basically hear the news oh, The Rock had a health scare, the heart, da-da-da-da-da. But what we don't know is that this was a 45-day situation where there was evaluations, tests, worry, and they had to prove things, and they realized, okay, no, this is really just not a big deal at all. This is what's up. You're good. No, false alarm type of thing. But that's over the course of weeks and weeks of testing and things. So you're not going to go wrestling. You're not going to go appearing. You're not going to go doing much of anything. You're going to be relaxing and getting results figured out. So even though The Rock came out oh yeah, I had a little health scare, thought something was wrong with the heart, it's not nothing, we're all good to go. Yeah, we only heard that part of the story, but we didn't hear the month and a half that it took to get all the full evaluations done and to get all the testing done. And then on top of that, whatever the leaky gut stuff was doing to him, whether that was dehydrating him, making him very tired, maybe it was giving him bathroom issues, whatever, leaky gut can do a lot of different things to you. And with all those things going on, then trying to get the treatment, I mean, you're talking about 2 to 3 months of solid health, medical work being done. You're probably not going to be wrestling when a lot of that medical work is stuff that would say well, you can't wrestle right now. You shouldn't even really be doing anything that's making you too crazy with your heart rate go up and things like that. So, that's a huge factor. We totally just skimmed over that. And didn't even think about it. I mean, this was reported, and a lot of people didn't know. Hell, I just forgot. About it. That's crazy. So yeah, we should give him a little leeway there. That's true. He's only been clear for about a month now, about a month and a half, about a month. So, I think The Rock has been cleared for a month. So you got June has been cleared, but when did WrestleMania happen? January, February, March, April? WrestleMania happened in April. So around WrestleMania, this all happened, and he didn't get resolved of issue until late April. And then he started working on the leaky gut stuff. May, right? So April, May. So it was March, April, May, and June. He's been working on the leaky gut stuff. And in between that, he had the heart issue go on because that's how they figured that out. But then they found out it was okay. So yeah, that's about less than 4 months of leaky gut and a heart issue that was resolved all around the time of WrestleMania. So you wonder if part of that is part of that decision of hey, you know what? I should let them tell the story anyway, but also there's something going on. I should be careful. So, for all those reasons, I'm going to step aside. And maybe The Rock didn't want to come out and say, oh, I have a heart thing going on, so I'm going to, step aside. He didn't want to say that. So they could all be tied in together. Maybe they don't factor in together, but I think they definitely factor in a little bit, I think. Especially with some of the appearances that could have happened afterwards. I think a lot of that had to do now with the health stuff. But maybe not. We'll see. Only time will tell now in the next 6 months what happens, but The Rock was on fire. I'll tell you that. I don't think he knew it. I don't think he knew that the heart was going that route. I think he had some of the leaky gut stuff going on, but that wasn't that big of a deal. And I don't think the heart stuff happened until after Elimination Chamber. So I think I give him the benefit of the doubt on that. So I'm not too crazy on that. Guys, if you can hit the like button, it would be huge. If you hit the like button for me, that's the birthday gift you can give to me on a mid-Saturday. What have we been doing this since 2012 on YouTube? It's 2025. That's crazy. Like 14 years or something of this show live. The biggest thing you can do for me right now is click that like button. That will help out immensely. Huge. Really appreciate it if you guys click that like button. We have had over 7,000 people stop by here tonight. And we love it, baby. We love it. We also want to shout out, Mr. Pico and Twinkle Hobag, if they're out there somewhere listening. Twinkle Hobag, she'll blow any guy. At least that's what Dork Knight says. And Mr. Peekaboo will prey on anybody's married wife. Carlos, how you doing, man? Maven could throw on some shades and a vest and could pose as The Rock for some upcoming events. I don't know, man. Have you seen Maven's chest? I don't think so. The Rock is ripped to the gill, dude. He is crazy looking. This guy got veins and popping muscles and shit going on everywhere. Maven looks like baloney fell apart. I don't know. Let's see, Maven wrestling 2024. I don't know, man. I like Maven, but I don't think so. Yeah, Maven's wearing a t-shirt in his videos, guys. Okay, if that doesn't tell you what you need to know. Yeah, he don't look like the old Maven. That's I don't think he could pose. I don't think he could pass as The Rock. I think he could pass as like a rapist, but I don't think he could pass it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Look at Maven though. Before though, ripped. Maven was ripped. Yeah, I like Maven a lot though. I do like Maven. Seems like a nice guy. But yeah, he does not look like The Rock. I think you've got to reevaluate that. But that would be cool. If Maven could get in that shape. I think if Maven was ripped in that shape, then yes, I do think that Maven could potentially like pose maybe if he wore like higher heel boots or something as The Rock maybe. But yeah, he'd have to get jacked. He'd have to get real jacked. I could see him as like a stunt double in a movie. You could get around it somehow in like a movie, but I don't think in a signing. I can't see John Cena winning even by doing cheap shots, hitting below the belt. I thought he was going to do that tonight. I thought he was going to kick him in the balls and then win the match that way. I didn't, the Seth Rollins extra was kind of crazy. It is what it is. They're telling him to get off the juice, The Rock. Yeah. Yeah, I somebody the other day said The Rock was still on juice, on steroids, and I said, "Are you serious? You think so?" That scares me, to be honest. Like, I did not think that, but the rumor is that they were telling The Rock to get off the juice. Yeah, that scares me, man, because it scares me for The Rock because, if I was The Rock, I would have gotten off the steroids a long time ago. I would have said, you know what? I'm rich. I don't really wrestle anymore, and I'm in movies and shit. You know, I'm gonna tone it down. And honestly, dude, The Rock has only gotten bigger over the years. The Rock is the biggest he's ever been. When you see him, and it's like, that's crazy. And so that worries me for his heart, because that's what's going to go when you have when you doing steroids or different type of steroids. The thing that's going to suffer is your heart, right? Your heart's going to shrink or whatever happens, and then it's going to get really ripped and muscly, and it's going to it's just going to overdo itself, and then it's going to have to overwork, and then whatever happens, it's just like you have heart attacks. Like wrestlers, I honestly, dude, I can't believe Hulk Hogan is okay. Right? Like, Hulk Hogan is one of the biggest, examples. You know, Ultimate Warrior, you know, I don't know what the odds are, but, like, as a man, if you work out really hard, you work out like crazy, you're like a freak at working out, you can overdo it on your heart, right? So if you overwork out and get so ripped all the time and you're obsessed with working out like a maniac, crazy person, you're going to put stress on your heart, and you're going to feel it in your 50s and 60s. But if you do that and then you add steroids to it, I mean, I'm pretty sure that you're at like even a higher rate of, I don't know if this is true. Let me know if this is true or not. But I believe you're at a higher rate of having a heart attack at 40 or 50 than like obese people. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if that's true. But Hulk Hogan I think he toned down the steroids a long time ago, but I mean, Hulk Hogan is still okay. I can't believe it. You know, Ultimate Warrior is not okay. But, you know, when you look at Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior, I mean, Hogan definitely seemingly did some things here or there. But, I mean, Warrior, it was no question that the Warrior was jacked and juiced like all the time. The guy was crazy looking. So, you know, I don't know what the odds are. What are odds? You know, 50. Studies suggest that anabolic steroids will significantly increase risk of developing heart failure at age 50 and other cardiovascular problems. Synthetic testosterone as well. So, I mean, starting at 50, you know, you're really in some jeopardy if you're a steroid freak, you know. But, you know, at the same time, I guess...
You raised a piece of shit!
Oh.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Oh.
Here's some motivational words. Fight the power. Stick the landing. At least you're not the liver king.
That's right. It could be worse for me. It could be worse for me, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Mr. McMahon. $10.01. Look at what Mr. McMahon just did to become the top donator of the stream on my birthday. He wanted the birthday spot. Mr. McMahon, unbelievable. Mr. McMahon, you know, I'm going to be honest, Mr. McMahon, I am so thankful that you are the top donator and you donated $10.01, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be a little bit greedy. You know, Vince, you know that I owe the IRS like $60-something thousand, and then I'm $30,000 in debt and credit cards and loans. And you know that I have a lot of bills right now and everything's messed up. And Vince McMahon, you donated $10.01. Vince McMahon, you could literally save my life, Vince McMahon. And you only donated $10.01? Like, my whole life has been dedicated to your product and what you've done. And it's my birthday today, Vince. Vince. Things are not going well. My computer barely works. And Vince, you donated only $10.01. And I've been supporting you. Even when you took a dump on that bitch's head, I was supporting you. I'm still supporting you, Vince. And you're a billionaire. You're a billionaire. And I know that it's greedy, and I know that everybody needs help everywhere, so you help some person, you got to help everybody. But Vince, I'm not everybody, Vince! I'm Joe freaking Cronin! Okay? You know that, Vince? I jacked off to Stephanie! $19.99. 2000. I was 15 years old when your daughter debuted. I love your family, Vince. I voted for Linda. And Vince, I would kill for you, Vince. I would stab. Vince, I would meme. I would crush, bomb, suicide bomb, strike, cut, claw, mangle. I would mutilate for you, Vince. And you're a billionaire. And all you came up with was $10.01, Vince, on my 41st birthday, my entire life. But hey, I get it. Joe is never getting hired by TKO. Yeah, they're never going to hire me. It's okay. Well, but at least WWE has tried me out. At least WWE has taken my commentary. You know, TKO has I never had a peep. Never had a peep from AEW. But Michael Cole, Road Dogg, and people in NXT. 3 chances. I've had 3 chances in WWE, and none of them worked out. Although they never really tried me out they never really tried me out correctly. But 3 chances. None of them worked out. AEW, 0. Okay? And I could have been Tony Khan's bodyguard, too. That's the crazy thing is I could have doubled for Tony Khan. I could do the commentary, and then when I get done doing the commentary, I could grab Tony Khan and be his private security guard. That way his life would never be in danger. Okay? And Tony, let me tell you something right now. You better check under every single stall, every urinal, every toilet bowl, because let me tell you something about Hangman Adam Page. I know for a fact that this man is hiding cameras in bathrooms, trying to catch you, Tony Khan, trying to catch a glimpse at your testy sack, trying to catch a glimpse at your grundle hole, trying to catch a glimpse at your anus. Okay? And he is looking, smelling, and sniffing around that hotel room that you're in as well. And he's collecting a compilation of Tony Khan in the nude shots. And my friend, he's putting on those butterfly pants of his, and he is whacking, cracking, and jacking all to you, brother. Don't ask me how I know, but know that I'm telling you I do. So, Tony, if you want Joey Cronin to show up in AEW and be the investigator that you need and the bodyguard you're going to want, you just call me up. And there's no better day than to call me up on my birthday today, Tony Khan, and you hire me as a commentator and your personal bodyguard. Because I will sniff out those hidden video cameras, whatever country, whatever town, whatever city, whatever state, whatever bathroom stall that son of a bitch, sicko bastard, Hangman Adam Page hides it in. I'll find it. I'll find his fingerprints, and I'll make him pay, Tony Khan, because you don't understand the threat of Hangman Adam Peep, but I do, and I'll make that son of a bitch pay. And I'll make him pay dearly. I'll make Mr. Butterfly pay dearly. And it won't just be the police that rough him up, because I'll get to him first, Tony, and I will arrest him. And I will arrest him with the vigorous authority of all hell. I'm sorry, I get carried away. I get carried away sometimes. Anyway, guys, tonight is Monetize This live tonight around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here on this channel. And it'll be Monetize This And guys, there might be points in the bank on the line on my birthday party. I'm going to take a birthday cake and stuff it up my own ass tonight on Monetize This. I hope you're here for it. I hope you're here. But let's read some chat messages and see what you guys are saying. Let's look at the poll. We've had the poll up now for a little bit. Underwhelming. I thought we'd have 300 votes or so. Probably should have put it up at the beginning. We'd have thousands of votes, but 134 votes, a pretty good sample size. Obviously, we're getting a thumbs up, Shout out to Kalel Bama for that donation earlier, man. It is great to see Kalel Bama here. What a beast. What a beast. Kalel Bama, the legend himself. People are liking the show. I would probably give it somewhere in between a blah and a good. And I guess if I'm forced to, which this poll does force you, I'd have to say good. It was good enough, but it's on the bottom side of good for me. So I give it a 6 out of 10. But I do understand a lot of people giving it a 7 and 7.5 and things like that. If you were there, you probably gave it a better rating as well. But let's jump over to Discord and see who's going to be on Discord to talk about this. If you guys want to talk about it on Discord, log into the Discord. If you're a patron on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, you're a $10 patron or above. Make sure you get the golden VIP on Discord. If you don't, please message me on Twitter or X or Patreon or somewhere. Email me, whatever, and let me know that you don't have the VIP. I've got to add it to you if you don't have it. But, of course, you can join Discord even if you're not a VIP. You can certainly jump on Discord regardless. So we'll check it out. Thanks for the birthday love. You mean Velveteen Dream? Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I could go after him, man. I could go after Velveteen Dream too. Listen, I could go after anybody. I could get in shape within about a month and a half. I could get in shape and I could hit the ring. Okay, they don't want me to do that because what I would do is destroy people and expose people, and they don't want people exposed and destroyed. So that's why they don't want me to get in shape. They don't want me to get into a wrestling ring again. Can you imagine if I got in shape and I got in a wrestling ring again, what I would do to Mr. CM Punk or somebody like that? Like, it would be embarrassing, and it would happen. So there you go. I don't know what we're talking about, but yeah, Sikoa, he needed something, so I'm in agreement with it. So it is what it is. DJ Glaze and Jennifer Muppet Baby are in the Discord. What's up to you two?
We weren't impressed by the show tonight.
No.
By the PLE, it wasn't impressive. It felt like a TV show instead of a PLE.
Well, I thought it was above a TV show, but I just thought pretty predictable. And the audience was a little bit different, right? Because we're in Saudi, so I thought it was all right, but yeah, it wasn't anything crazy for sure.
The only match I was impressed with was Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. That was the only match that impressed me.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people saying they thought it was bad.
No, I thought that was good.
I thought it was all right. I mean, the ending was good too with Sammy. I thought the ending to Orton and Cody was weird. I don't know why I was surprised it ended there. What do you think?
Ending was weird.
It was weird.
I wanted Orton to win the whole thing. I thought it would have been great. They did Orton, Cena already, he lost, blah, blah, but they've done it 8,000 times. They could run it back. Cody, he's already won. I think he won he won last year in Saudi Arabia, whatever the hell. Last year he won that belt that went from his nipple to his groin. It was the biggest belt ever in Saudi Arabia. Anyway, and then he wins again tonight. I wasn't a fan, but I knew they were going to do it. So, it is what it is. But I was surprised Sammy won. I didn't think he was going to win. I was happy because I really love Sami Zayn, but I could see a lot of people being angry because they're going to say, oh, it kills Karrion's push. But I don't think it does. I think it keeps him in the picture still. So it's all good. I was surprised Solo Sikoa won. I thought there'd be shenanigans. I thought there might be a new guy, but I thought that might be after the match. I didn't think he'd have to win the belt. That kind of blew my mind. That was shocking. So it wasn't totally predictable.
I was shocked by that, kind of. But then like I said, I did not pick that to happen, but I think it was really done mostly because of two things. I think number one, they wanted something to happen in Saudi, so we'll have a belt change. But I think the real reason is because Sikoa was not being taken very seriously, and his stock was dropping like crazy. And I just think Jacob Fatu is on the rise regardless. People just like him. He can talk so well, all these things. I think Sikoa was given the belt because he really needs something. It just shows how much Sikoa sunk. Like his stock he was like at a 3 out of 10. And so I just think he really needed it, and that's why they did it.
Was that Hikuleo?
Yeah, I gotcha. I don't disagree at all. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with all of what you said. Yeah, for sure.
Because if he loses there, it's like he already kind of looks like foolish and isn't really being taken seriously anymore. And, and then you got Jacob Fatu, who's being taken very seriously. People really like him. He's very real on the microphone. Sikoa is like a little bratty rich guy or something. And he doesn't have much personality going on, and he's just got nothing going on. So, yeah, this was like a desperation move. And that's why, but other people are going to say, Jacob Fatu just got this thing, and he's on some run, and what the hell are they doing? But honestly, you could argue that he really just shouldn't have won it anyway yet, and they should have kept building him. And maybe Sikoa should have just beat him for it by cheating, and then they could have whatever. So that's the only little mistake. I think they've done this before with some other people. I think even LA Knight or somebody a year or two ago, I don't remember who it was, but they won the belt early, and it was like, damn, he already won it, and then they took it away, and it was like, well, what the hell are they doing? They've done that with a lot of people where they've given them the belt too soon. And it's like, well, they're already pretty over. And they're trying to do the thing where Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's getting popularity, he's getting a reaction. Okay, give him a mid-card belt now, and then after that, we'll make him lose it, and then we'll move him to another, area. But, I just think they've rushed a couple of people with that recently over the last even 5 years. So, but the good news is Jacob Fatu is like Teflon right now, so that's okay. And Sikoa needed this, so I didn't see it coming. I think I should have seen it coming, and I didn't. So, and they had to do something different, because otherwise, if he didn't lose that belt, it's like nothing tonight would have happened. If Sikoa didn't win the belt too, it would have been like, okay, every match went exactly the way you thought. Nothing whatsoever. I had everybody winning. Everybody won the way I thought was going to win, except for that. So, all right.
Was that Hikuleo?
What?
Was that Hikuleo, the tall fucker?
Oh,
the tall guy?
I don't know their names anymore. Once we've had 5, 6, 7 members of the Samoan family, I don't know the names after that. Hey, I don't know what Mount Himalaya, Hikamalaya, Makalakahamaha. I don't know these people's names anymore.
Hikuleo's the tall guy, but I don't know if they changed his name. He's the tall one.
They would not name him. They just wouldn't name him. So that maybe they're coming up with a name for him and they don't know yet. I also think it adds to the mystery that we didn't give him a name tonight, and you may not even see him for a little bit again. So I don't know.
No, I think you're gonna see him.
Yeah,
I think so.
Maybe they'll just call him the tall guy.
I mean, they would have to call him Hikuleo. That would make sense, right? Call him that. I mean, that's what it was in New Japan.
Not necessarily.
They made JC Mateo up whilst he was around on TV. They're doing the same with this guy. They purposely. I listened because I take care of my mom because she's all broken in bones and stuff. Anyway, and she actually watched some of this, and she's like, "Who is that guy?" And I had been explaining some of the fucking bloodline to her and family relations. I even showed her a picture of Haku on my phone. She's like, "Oh my god, I know that one," because she's old, Anyway,
right. And
I was saying, I think his name's Hikuleo, but then they never ever said it. They just said the brother of, Tamatonga and Tongaloa or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. I hope it's not something awful.
Yeah, I hope it's something memorable. Hopefully it's good. But I mean, I'm starting to lose track of all these. There's just so many family members, and it's really becoming hard to remember everybody. I feel bad.
They're not actual, they're not developed people either. They're just unknown henchmen that you don't have an attachment to. I know more about friggin', I don't know, Angel Garza than I do about JC Mateo, for example. There's no.
And they've all got a similar story. It's all a similar story so far too. It's okay, this is a member of their family. So there's another. So they're all part of this kind of forced story. That they're all in this bloodline, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for them to pull out of that. To if they ever do, if they ever want to, or if the WWE says, okay, enough of this 18 members of a family, which obviously they're going with that storyline, but I mean, you're going to have to develop your own personality, and it's just going to be very hard for all of them to compete with each other as a family. You know, look at the Usos. I mean, that's just two guys. You know, that's just two brothers right there. And, you know, one pulled away in a different way than the other one. But the whole family is going to be like that, you know, competing with each other as a family, plus as workers in a company, and, you know, competing for the love of the fans, and who's got time for it and who doesn't know it, and people are going to get sick of you. And, you know, how are you going to separate yourself from everybody else? You know, there's a CM Punk and there's not 9 other members of his family, you know, and this has never been, I don't think we've ever seen anything like this before with this type of a family lineage.
This is why spending a lot of time with my hobbled mom, this is why I started explaining to her, like, okay, how is she going to get who in the hell all these people are? So I started with, oh my God, I went back to Rikishi and The Rock. Okay, she remembered those people because that's who was wrestling when I was taking her car and driving to Montreal to go see wrestling, you know, so she remembers that vividly. So I started there, and then I got to, like, people she would know now, like Roman Reigns, and, you know, explaining like how everyone's related. And as I'm explaining it and showing her a picture of Haku, here comes friggin' Hikuleo, I guess, you know, and we had just had the other guy before him who I was explaining. Well, anyway, it's like just nepotism on television, and therefore we don't have to try to write a story because everyone's supposed to know how the relations go, and therefore we're lazy. I don't know. Yeah. They're lazy with the Wyatt Six as well. They could have printed money back when everyone on the internet was doing all the clues and nonsense. I don't know. I'm not technical, so I didn't do any of that. Yeah. But it was like really a big deal. Just think of the merch they could have done off the online stuff that they didn't really. And now we're just going to throw them in the tag divisions because we're lazy and we don't have to continue the lore.
Yeah, and I don't know why they couldn't. I don't even know why they couldn't have just been in minor situations. Why didn't they take some why not? How come you couldn't take some younger talent that are on the main roster, and maybe the Wyatt Six are like kind of like beating them up or terrorizing them, and they're kind of doing that now. I guess they're kind of doing this now, but why didn't they do something like that where a group of people were like, you know, we're not going to let you come in here and take our spots? And it's funny, and like they just battle with these guys, and they could have done like arena chaos match, and they could be doing things like how AEW did the arena stadium fight the other day where they played music the whole time. They could be doing stuff like that with the Wyatt Six and like a younger group of people.
Oh yeah. Like
whatever you got to do to get them to do something different and have them involved in something, even if it's not a main story.
Not just that, but it's a way for the WWE to make the leap to a whole different fan base with the supernatural kind of stuff, you know, like without The Undertaker, who is there that is like that? Nobody. And that could have been them. And now they're just normal people. Like, where's their cool shit? Where's their, you know, we're going to get Chad Gable because he was mean to his alpha friends. Where's anything? Terrible letdown. Yeah. And I'm not even a giant Wyatt Six fan. No. Shit.
I'm sadly I'm over it. And maybe that's part of it. Maybe they think let's cool it down because people are over it and let's redo it again. But they're always doing the stop and start. It's a curse since Bray Wyatt. It's been a curse since he started. Stop, start, stop, start, stop. That's what they're always doing. It's very strange. Is it them? Is it him? Is it like what's going on? Why can't they figure this out? But you're sick of it. You don't really want to even talk that much about it because you're like, I don't believe in it. Because every time there's this, they're coming back. How high everybody's talking about it, and then just that sucks. Okay, where'd they go? Every time.
And they do that with everybody. Like, I mean, think of LA Knight, stop, start, you know, it's like they're afraid to have anyone jump from mid-card belt level to world belt level at all. Yeah. And rather than develop the people who could do that they have, they bring back the old guys, you know? Yeah, they should. I don't hate the old guys, but they're shooting themselves in the foot. What are you doing? You know,
they have multiple mid-card titles. They should be trying their best to build these people into main superstars so that they can be like, hell yeah, we've got LA Knight, who's now is over almost as our top guy. Well, that's perfect because he's going to wrestle for an Intercontinental belt or whatever. And so that will elevate the titles, the mid-card titles. So you'd think that's the goal, but it's almost like all or nothing. If you're not a top guy, everybody else is involved in stop, start, whatever. And like you said, there's no cohesive rivalries aren't there. When we were kids, it's like, I know what the mid-card rivalries were. Like, and I know like the time frame of all of them almost. It's like I know when Shawn Michaels had the Intercontinental belt, and when Bret Hart had it. I know when when later on Jeff Jarrett had it and Razor Ramon had it, and I know where it went from there all the way up to like when Jericho. It's like I know where all that. I could never tell you what the hell you know what I mean? I don't even know who the champions are. So a lot of times.
And isn't that just sad? That is sad. I know. I could tell you right now what was happening more at WrestleMania 7 with mid-card belts than current ones because they had year-long storylines. They have none of that now. They have, well, I mean, they're not tournament heavy the way AEW is tournament heavy, but they're getting tournament heavy, you know? And I don't like the fucking King of the Ring crown. My brother, he came over and he said, oh my God, they're giving him that. That's what he won, that shitty fucking crown. He's like, oh my God. Because like, we remember when the crown was purple, when Owen Hart won. Oh my God, that was a big deal in our household because like I loved Bret with all my heart and soul. And my brother started turning on Bret and loving Owen Hart. This tore our house apart. Just like WrestleMania 10.
That's
and
really
WrestleMania
funny. But you know what? That crown, funny enough, that crown I think it's probably made of like real shit. Like it's probably made of like gold and real diamonds, to be honest. Like it might not be, it might be fake, but that crown I think looks real. Like I think they really actually made a crown, ironically.
Yeah. No, for sure. Last year they made a big deal of that huge ugly belt because it actually was worth like almost $3 million or something stupid. Like. And it's pretty ridiculous. Yeah,
that belt was nuts. I bet they probably gave it to the Saudi prince afterwards. I couldn't believe Cody was like
they gave it back to the Saudi prince or whoever. It went back into a case. It's like, yes, you're the winners now. You can't take it, and it goes in a case for everyone to look at.
Yep, probably in the building or somewhere. I don't think that I was waiting for him to put on the crown, but I was like, I bet they told him, don't put on the crown. It's not going to fit you. It's going to be fucked up. Don't do it. So yeah, I thought that was kind of weird too. But yeah, when Owen that King of the Ring stuff back in the day was huge. Like Bret Hart and then Owen Hart. Like when I was a kid, I saw Bret Hart and Owen Hart in the Boston Garden in a title match, but it was obviously a house show. But I was so pumped for that. Like I remember it was probably 95. And yeah, it was a great match. They had such a good match. It was I would say that out of the cage, they had that cage match that was really good. Then they had the WrestleMania 10 match. And honestly, I would say this match was like the third one. Like if you asked me, like, what are your favorite Bret Hart, Owen Hart matches? Like those two. And then this one that I only, the people saw in the, in the house show.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. I was really excited. I think, it was, I had the glasses. I had that Bret Hart shirt forever too. And I don't know where it went now, but I had that shirt lasted. Back then, shirts used to last forever. They don't now.
Yeah, agree. We had to get them through a catalog because there was no internet back then. That's how we got our WWE stuff. Yeah, and we watched it only because we had that illegal 80-foot metal satellite dish in the backyard, and we use the remote to push northwest or east till we found the satellite broadcast. Sometimes we watched it in different languages because at least we got it. And don't touch the remote, don't move the dish.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
I guess I was spoiled. I didn't really realize at the time. I didn't understand that WWE was like from here. Like, I mean, they were obviously Connecticut, New York, but also they started in Massachusetts. So it's like I didn't know. Like, I didn't understand the territories yet until probably like 1996. I didn't get it until about 96.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Same, because WWE would never hardly ever mention other wrestling. Here and there they would. Like when Jim Cornette would show up with those old guys in that tag team, who everyone else worldwide would know, but
Yeah.
I don't know because I can't watch it. That it's too far away. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
Before we got to sell it. Anyway, yeah, and I was saying to my mom tonight, like they showed that the AAA tag team, Umberto and Angel, and I said that is so bizarre. Like back in the day, they would never even tell you about other wrestling, not on purpose, not on their airtime. And here they are because they like buy up a company. It's just, I don't know. It's getting soulless, and now the storylines are not there, and they're lazy.
I just
Slackers.
think, why not do like
Slackers.
I think they should do a video package. Did they do that? Did they do like here's what they did in this other place, and now here's what's going on? Did they do that?
A little bit,
okay.
Yeah, a little bit, but not like they did for like any of the matches or anything. No.
Oh well, I'm gonna wrap it up, and because I'm gonna come back on tonight, so I'm gonna get out of here. Anything else you guys want to say?
No,
happy birthday!
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday.
You're
36.
I'm 36. We're gonna say I'm 36 forever. That's what we're gonna
That's
say.
a good one. Pick one, keep it forever. Thanks for having me on.
right.
Yeah, all right. Love to chat.
Thank
Later.
you, Jennifer. Yeah, come back later if you want. Come back. You too, DJ. Drop an F-bomb or an M-bomb. I love you, brother. Thank you guys for the birthday love. I appreciate it. And the people who hit the like button, thank you guys for that. I will be live again tonight at about 9:30 p.m. unless they shut my power off, which I don't think they'll do because, I don't know, that'd be kind of weird if that happened on my birthday, but I think we'll be good. Tonight, 9:30 p.m., monetize this. I think we're going to do points in the bank. Somebody's going to win points. Luke Rojas is the monetize this champion. Don't know if he's going to be on the show tonight. He might be. We don't know, though. So I look forward to tonight. I'll do a birthday celebration, monetize this. UFC, everything's going on. Thank you guys for all the love, the support. Mr. McMahon was the top donation of the stream, $10.01. He's a billionaire. But on my birthday, the billionaire only sent me $10.01. That's how little Vince McMahon cares about me. I don't believe it, Vince. You son of a bitch. Of course, tonight when we do the show, Points in the Bank will be on the line. When you donate, you can give points. $10 is 10 points. You can give it to anybody. Eventually, someone's going to have points to cash in on the Monetize This Champion, potentially. So, big night tonight. UFC, my show, my birthday cake. I'm going to put the cake. I'm going to dive into a birthday cake tonight. It's going to be crazy. You guys can use Venmo, Cash App, Patreon, become a patron, use PayPal, or, of course, Streamlabs, which is pinned to the top of the chat. If you guys want to do that tonight, we'll have some fun. I thought the show was a 6 out of 10 tonight. Seemed like people thought tonight was okay. Saudi Arabian crowd was very good. But I want to thank everybody who donated during the stream. Mr. McMahon, Leonard Kitty Kisser, Kel Alabama, Bored and Irish, Big Jones, Daleks 247, Shardy Janetti, Axel Bonilla, DJ Gaze, Big Jones, and Randy Viper. Thank you to Jennifer Muppet Baby and DJ who came on to talk a little bit about the show tonight. And, of course, I gave you my thoughts. It's pouring out. I'm going to go out, stand in the clouds, and look up at the sky. King Cody with Brandy would really work for Cody. That's a great point. That would be kind of cool. I did talk about calling him King Cody all week, but I didn't think about Brandy being there with him as well. The MMA Holes, have fun on your UFC stream tonight, brother. You've been doing it almost 10 years. That's crazy. I think we've been doing this. I think this is my 14th or 15th year. I don't even know. Something like that. I'm hungry. I'm going to go get some lunch. I haven't eaten anything today yet. It's 5 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything. Crazy. Shout out to my mother, man. She came by and brought a little bit of food up there, so I'm going to go figure out something to eat. I got inundated with the most birthday messages I ever got on my cell phone before. I mean, obviously, like on your Facebook and stuff, your Facebook kind of blows up with like birthday messages. But, dude, my cell phone really blew up today. I was kind of blown away this morning when I looked at my phone. I mean, my dentist, my mom, Luke, my aunt, my uncle, my other aunt, Troy, Bobby, Sith Negan, my sister-in-law, my, grandmother-in-law, I guess, multiple other people, Jesse the other day, the other Jesse, A couple other people. Like, I was like, damn, I was getting some crazy. I was like, all sending me birthday messages at like 7 and 8 a.m. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fucking, you wake up? Like, this is dedication. That was very crazy of people. Thank you. Even though they're not listening to the show probably. But, I mean, it was pretty amazing. I thought to get that in the morning. I'm like, who the hell's thinking about me at 7 a.m.? Couldn't believe it. I was blown away by that. Thank you guys. Mr. McMahon, you're the top dog. We love you. Brandy is a big manager with Cody. Yeah, if they turn heel, for sure. Like, this could have worked for Cody if he was turning heel much better, I think. But I did think he was going to win, and he did. And because it was to go for a title match, so I liked it. But I give it up to CM Punk and CENA having a good match. I mean, they're getting older. Stuff could go wrong. It could be kind of weird. But, I thought it went well enough, and the crowd was so invested that it was a lot of fun. I'm Joe Cronin. This is the Joe Cronin Show. Thank you for being here. I'll be live again tonight. Okay? In about 4 to 5 hours, I'm going to be live again. Stop by tonight, party with us, be on drugs, and I'm going to jump through a birthday cake. It'll be amazing. Plus, points in the bank, monetize this championship, and we'll see how that goes. I'm out of here.